Hello everybody, this is Stewart Jean here, coming at you from Musicians Institute, Hollywood, California, with Drum Magazine. This month of September, our lessons here are going to focus on the number 3. 3 is a magic number. Video lesson number 1 here, we're going to look at the Swiss Army Triplet. Normally played like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a great rudiment, non-alternating, and it has a nice little flam in there. That was right-handed flam. I'm going to flip this thing over, play it left-handed flam like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can call that sort of root position where the flams are playing on the downbeat. Let's invert this thing. Let's move that flam, the left-handed flam, over to the second partial of the triplet, which would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. And the third one, we can invert it one more time, and we're going to flip this flam to go onto the third partial of the triplet, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I want to make sure that those flams are fairly wide and nice and clear. I don't want to play them flat and cancel out that head. Cool, all you core guys out there, I know you got that down. What we're going to do now, though, to incorporate it on the drum set and orchestrate it on the kit is, if I separate what the hands are doing on this, this inversion of it, the right hand produces a nice shuffle pattern, and the left hand is playing on the second and third partial, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the triplet. So I'm going to orchestrate it on ride cymbal snare drum, and I'm going to start on the snare and I'll move over so we can hear it. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, cool. That really lends itself to a shuffle groove, a shuffle fill. A fill within a shuffle groove. Now, when I'm playing on two different surfaces like that, I'm not worried about such obvious flam. They can be flattened out and played as double stops. Or they can be flammed, which will shape the groove a little bit. It's sort of up to you on that point. I would work on both, being able to play them nice and wide flams or as double stops. It affects the ride cymbal pattern, but it's a good exercise to fine-tune that. So maybe my exercise would be 3 bars a time and 1 bar of this fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3. What I like about that is this is still there. Bass drum's still stomping away, and we got downbeats on the ride cymbal, but we're playing some upbeats on the snare drum, and it's just changing the groove up a little tiny bit and just subtly adding something without the groove getting affected. That's what I really dig about it. The next step would be to bring that flam back into the picture and travel from the ride cymbal to the snare drum. So we'd be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want nice clear flams, and again, we're gonna have this on the groove. Band's not gonna lose anything, and you can play some flash. So we have 3 bars of time and 1 bar of a fill. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. Got all the flams in that time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and that just hippifies it a little tiny bit. And of course, I think the obvious next step would be getting some toms in there. So instead of this, we have like that, right? Or a floor tom. And we could mix it up a little bit. Let's try some of that. 3 bars of time, 1 bar of a fill. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You'll notice sometimes I'm just playing to get in and out of them. I don't have to stay dedicated to the flam triplet rudiment the whole entire time. I can mix it up a little tiny bit, breathe some air into it. You could play something like, if you want it bigger, it's really up to you, but that's a good way to practice it and a good way to incorporate it. I think that's the best way to play a Swiss triplet, Swiss Army triplet in this sort of pattern. You could also play maybe 2 beats of a fill and a beat of a break, so it's like a 3-beat over the bar kind of thing, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2. Cool, and that is applying the grouping of 3 Swiss Army triplets to the drum set. Have fun with it, everyone, and take care.